Hello everyone, 5 minutes delay here. Hope y'all are having a wonderful day so far. If you're new here, hi, hello, my name is 5 minutes delay. I cover Universal Studios content along with other theme parks and such, and other things movie related. If you're a long-time subscriber, sorry for the delay. I've been going through some stuff like, like both physically and mentally and financially. I haven't been able to go to Universal since probably FanFest. I had a Universal pass, but some stuff happened and I wasn't able to pay it anymore. But just today, I got my Universal pass again. So your boy is back and he's bigger and better than ever, and I'm gonna bring you guys as much content as I possibly can just to make up for lost times. And it's good for us because like so much has happened since the last time I was here as a pass holder, like some new updates to the park and also mega movie stuff are happening today, and I'm gonna be covering all of that in today's video. So without further ado, let's get the day started. So off the rip, one of the newest things that they added in City Walk are new security hubs. So you know how you had to go to security like by like the entrance of the park? They made basically like a couple more of those. Like there's one by Jurassic Parking, and there's another one by I think Curious George Parking, somewhere around there. And yeah, it's actually interesting because it's gonna work a lot like Disney. So you're gonna have to walk through security no matter what. You don't even have to be visiting the theme park. You can just go to the like AMC at City Walk. You still have to go through security, which is really interesting. I can see why a lot of people are complaining, like, why do I need to go to the security just to like go through like City Walk? But at the same time, I think it's gonna be like easier just to like get in the park for those that do want to come to the park. You can get to the park like much faster. They don't have to all huddle through like that one OG like security spot. So yeah, very interesting stuff. I stopped by the one in front of the Jurassic Parking, and it was like an easy process, It is currently Monday, June 22nd, 2026. The 2026 World Cup is happening right now. And just, it's funny, when I was at City Walk, people were actually watching the game, the Argentina game. I don't know who Argentina's playing against. As you can see in this footage, like, it's funny, like, people getting excited over, like, Argentina and Messi. It's really cool. But yeah, it is a nice summer day, pretty warm, as expected. I thought today was going to be busy because when I was on my way inside of the actual park, there was a lot of people. The line was moving pretty slowly as well. But the wait times are actually not that bad. I think the highest is like 70 for like Mario Kart, if I remember correctly. So yeah, I think today's gonna be a good day. Let's go see what kind of merch they have. As you can see, Fast and Furious has taken over majority of the merch in the stores in preparation for the new ride. Got like a little, kind of reminds you of the ones they have for Mario Kart. We got some Legos, kind of go around with those. And toy cars, tumblers, picture frames. Here are the shirts. I'm not really a big fan of this material, but it looks cool. And I think these are for the little ones. Slow down, that's not my style. This is a shirt too. And these are right here. It's a custom culture. Does it have anything in the back? Yes, it does. Very interesting choice to have lime green lettering. Yeah, we got this right here. And we got some sweatshirts, hoodies, trucker hats. What is this? A coaster? Pouches for your lanyards. Oh, little mini replicas of cars. Some socks. Yeah. And even right here, they still have a little bit of FanFest merch left over. Oh, this is cool. We got some hoodies for Scooby-Doo and Universal Monsters. Ooh, they still have this shirt in stock. Ooh. I've been eyeing my shirt ever since FanFest started, and I don't know if I want to get one today. Over here, we got the One Piece merch. And this little pirate ship bag. The shirts with the Straw Hat Crew. Spirit jersey. Looks cool. And we got these guys right here. The photo ops for these guys were definitely a fan favorite thing to do at a fan fest. There's no doubt in my mind that One Piece is coming back next year. Like, it's just so popular of a IP, and the show was really successful. The photo ops were really successful. Like, there's no way they're not bringing this back next year. Now here we go. This is what I've been wanting to see. So they have like a little carousel thingy, very similar to like the stained glass, like gothic glass frame from last year, but this year it's like themed to like a carousel. You can get like all the characters from all the different houses. So far we have the Smokestack twins and Vecna with the snatched waist. They also have like little like props on the side. So for the twins they have like the Club Juke sign, and then for Vecna it's like the Demogorgons. Yeah, right here. And then there's this. And obviously there are more characters yet to come. We'll just have to wait and see when those houses get announced. Over here we have the Trucker Hatford Sinners. I kind of see what they were going for with like the old dirty aesthetic. And then this shirt. I've seen a lot of people like not be a fan of this shirt, but it's alright. Now this one. Oh my god. Yeah, so the art looks very simple. In fact, a little too simple. It's just the Mind Flayer on top of Universal Studios Gate, which is alright, but it's just the Never Go Alone tagline just slapped on top of the Horror Nights logo. I think this is what a lot of people are complaining about. Not so much this, but more this. Yeah. I think we can all agree that like this tagline just needs to go. They need to update the tagline. Fast and Furious Drift and Dine. Here are the meals they have here. There's like a street dog, barbecue chicken, barbecue corn ribs. Ooh. And we got this quarter-mile funnel cake. That actually looks really good. Nitro Rush. Don't think this is alcoholic. I think it's like a creamsicle. They have a burger with grilled onions and peppers. I'm not really a fan of those veggies on my burger. Fried elote corn dog. What it is? And then you got the tuna, no crust. Apparently this is a reference to the actual movie. And then you got this drink, the Burnout. I think this is alcoholic. And then you got the Orange Overdrive, which is like a simple little creamsicle cake. I think it's creamsicle. As of now, Universal is currently going through Mega Movie Summer. Lasts from now until August 9th, I believe. Yeah, somewhere in early August. And this is basically just like a celebration of all the biggest franchises from Universal Studios. And one of them, for example, is the 25th anniversary of the Fast and Furious franchise. Arguably like one of Universal's biggest money makers, you know, box office wise. And of course you got the new ride coming out soon. And you also got some more movies coming out, such as the Minions and Monsters, and also the Odyssey from Christopher Nolan. And you also have the return of Elphaba and Glinda from Wicked. Okay, so I ordered the street hot dog. It's okay. It's pretty good. The hot dogs in Universal are always tasty, and I like the inclusion of like the bacon wrap. It also comes with the grilled peppers, grilled onions, and jalapenos. I took off all the peppers and onions. By the way, quick little tip if you ever come to Universal. If you ever buy a food and you want to remove like some items you don't want in your meal, let's say, you know, like veggies like this, most restaurants, they can't accommodate. Like they always come with everything on it. So just be mindful of that every time you order something here at Universal. Anyways, yeah, I had to pick up mine because I don't like stuff like this on my hot dog, but other than that, it's pretty good. Fries are alright too. Looks like over here we got a DJ booth, Fast and Furious themed, for the two different cars. Yeah, it looks cool. And then we have one of Dom Toretto's cars. I don't know which movie this is from, but yeah, this is a photo op. And that's all they have here in this little like plaza area, just a photo op and the DJ, nothing else. Looks pretty empty. I was mistaken, there's more to it in this area. They have dancers over here. They're called the Street Racers, and this is how often they do their little performance, like somewhere around this plaza. So there is some, like, a little bit more festivities going on in this area. Oh, I spy with my little eye Horror Nights construction. This is Parisian Courtyard. This is usually home to the Latin America houses. Yeah, and this looks to be like a tall house. And a lot of people are speculating that over here where the second floor area is, that there's gonna be a scare actor walking there or like standing there. And this little like support like railing thing kind of like even further like confirms that. Well, it's all book confirmed, but yeah, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a scare actor up there, which I think has never been done in Horror Nights in Hollywood before. There have been some scare actors like in the facade, like always, but never like them interacting with the actual facade. I think this has potential to be like something really, really cool and really special. Oh yeah. The construction walls have finally been torn down for Hollywood Drift. And look at this. This little bottom section, I'm presuming this is where like part of the line queue? Yeah, it says right there, attraction entrance.
We can go play in the Super Silly Fun Land.
And this little like, I don't know what this area is. I think it's part of the queue. Oh, we've got some street lights. Kind of like really honing in on that downtown LA aesthetic. This is where people are gonna be entering. And then here is the facade, which is something that we've already seen. Looks pretty cool. Now, I don't know if you guys have heard, but there are some ramblings about some kind of Halloween theme coming to Simpsons Land. I think one of the showrunners did an interview not that long ago talking about something similar to that, about like some kind of like Halloween overhaul in this area. I don't know if that really confirms that it actually is happening, or if it's just something that's in talks, or like something that is in the works. But I don't know, it'll be something cool to do, especially since like this land is set to like not be a thing anymore in the next couple of years. But yeah, I don't know, we'll see. Okay, so now this is part of the Fast and Furious coaster. These are like some of the Scream shields. But if you look closely, yep, it's still there. One of the panes of glass looks kind of shattered. And because of this, a lot of people are speculating that they might delay the opening of this ride. Because obviously they don't want to risk opening a ride that like doesn't really look all that brand new. And obviously it like raises some like concerns about the safety and stuff. I would imagine they would have to like delay it so that they could like do stress tests on every single one of these panes of glass, and they would have to like go through all these like more tests. Although I did hear that vehicles are still running with this shattered glass, so yeah, I don't know, we'll see. Obviously they're gonna take care of this, don't worry. I'm not recording this to give Universal like a bad look. I'm pretty sure like safety is like the main priority, and they're gonna take care of this like the way they are. I trust Universal. But yeah, outside of that little hiccup, the rest of the ride seems to be pretty fine. I don't know if they're gonna do any testing today. If I do see testing, I'll make sure to capture it so you guys can watch it. But yeah, everything else seems good. Everything else seems like to be in like good shape. They planted some stuff there. They added more wallpaper to these walls, which a lot of people think it looks kind of ugly, but I mean what else can you do with this kind of stuff? Just had to wait and see for any updates. There still is no release date. But yeah, here it is, the house next to the Mummy. This is where Jason was last year, and you can see a facade is already taking shape. But we have no idea what this is. Yeah, they're adding some detail, they're shaping it up. And if you see right here, there's like a little bit of like scenic stuff here that I think they might install on this facade. And over here we got some props, like these little carts. I don't think this is gonna be part of this house in particular. This might be room for like a scare zone, and they're just storing these props here, you know, just to have it like up as a placeholder kind of thing. But yeah, this is really cool. It looks very unique from the usual Hornets facade. I'm very excited to see what this turns out to be.
NBC television. This year, NBC is celebrating its 100th anniversary. From trailblazing radio and television to launching the Today Show, the entertainment, news, and sports for an entire century. And we are celebrating all year long. Take a look at the left-hand side, stage 14. That was the location of Antarctica for The Thing. Yes, and we wanted to be able to see inside of stage 14. Stage 14 more recently used for Bel Air, one of the top 17, and then 18 and 19 here. Now they've been used for HBO's Hacks, starring Emmy Award winner Gene Smart. Also,
Disclosure Day. Disclosure Day. Rated PG-13 in theaters now.
oh yeah, super excited for that one. All right, welcome now to our picture car parking lot. So we've got some incredible vehicles here from Universal Studios films and television shows. We got foot-powered vehicles from the Flintstones, flying vehicles, directed by Alfred Hitchcock, one of the most iconic thrillers ever made. Would sign and get a closer look at the Psycho house. Nice little fixer-upper here. Hey, Norman. How you doing? Hey, how's your mother, Norman? I haven't seen her in a while. She doing okay? I haven't. Oh, sorry. Okay, bye, Norman. You can stay right there. No. You can stay on the porch. Oh God. Oh goodness. Okay. All right. Here we go, folks. We are now in one of the most elaborate sets on our lot. This is the crash site for Steven Spielberg's War of the Worlds. In the smoke there, we got the facade residential homes, and that is a real 747 jet there. We purchased a retired jet. Let me tore it apart to decorate our set. We have another.
For the Odyssey, we wanted to take audiences on Odysseus' incredible journey across the world, across this mythical world of adventure. And to do that, we shot on IMAX film all around the world in incredible locations. And we wanted to put audiences on the deck of his ship. So we shot with full-size ships, like the one that you're seeing right now, and went out on the oceans of the world with our IMAX camera, with our incredible cast led by Matt Damon, to really try.
The Odyssey in theaters July 17.
Yes, Christopher Nolan, the director of our Best Picture winner. Yes, Oppenheimer, the 11th Best Picture of ours, has also shot almost all of the Odyssey on fantastic locations around the world, including Scotland, Morocco, and Iceland. However, principal photography wrapped up right here at Falls Lake with that very ship in the water. After enduring all the challenges on location, like freezing temperatures and rain, Matt Damon and the crew joked they didn't have an easier time filming here in the controlled environment of our studio lot, only to find out that with 2 jet engines blasting water at them, they were just as cold and wet being on the ship here at Falls Lake as they were on the real ocean. San Fernando Valley, but like I said, we got to experience the biggest, the busiest, and the oldest of the bunch. And folks, I had a blast hanging out with you. I hope you had fun with me too.
In case some of you guys don't know, this is where Sinners is going to be located at. It's going to be where Fallout was last year. So they have this whole space to make a Sinner's house, which is why I think it's going to have a lot of potential and could possibly be like one of, if not the best house this year. I'm very excited for this one. Also, this is cool. There's like Fast and Furious themed characters that you can actually take pictures with in front of the ride. That's cool. I could be wrong, but I think these are the same people that are set to be dancing in the plaza. Just got off Jurassic, super fun as always, and just like last year, they added a couple more dinosaurs, specifically the ones that spit at you. But I don't think they added the extra water cannons at the drop, which is kind of interesting. And also, I feel like with Mega Movie Summer, I think it was a missed opportunity to not bring back the Jurassic World Journey Through Ages section in the Fan Fest. Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't bring back those characters for Mega Movie Summer. Kind of like what they did with Back to the Future. Oh well. Warning, this high-speed roller coaster includes sudden and dramatic acceleration, spinning, climbing, tilting, inversions, and dropping. Failure to comply with any of the puzzle requirements may result in serious injury or expulsion from the park. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is how you know this is like the first like real coaster in Universal Hollywood. Nothing like Revenge of the Mummy, and certainly nothing like Hippogriff. Okay, so we just got movement from these vehicles. They were just testing them like 2 minutes ago. I don't know if they're still gonna do more testing or if that's gonna be it. I swear, y'all, these are moving. Huh. So over here in the feature presentation store, there is a lot more FanFest stuff. So a lot of like One Piece merch left over, which is surprising because I figured these would all like sell out like at the actual FanFest event. Over here we got some more Sailor Moon stuff, some more Scooby-Doo Universal Monsters merch. Over here we got Dungeons and Dragons, and they even have some stuff that was never featured like at all at Universal, like Attack on Titan, Bleach, Hunter x Hunter, Dragon Ball. We got a little bit of a K-pop Demon Hunters thrown in there, which is interesting. That is gonna wrap up the day at Universal. Today was pretty good. Did most of the big rides, had the hot dog, later on an ice cream, and I ended the day off with Waterworld. That's always a classic. Oh my god, look. It feels somewhat empty around here. Pretty strange. This is a very recent addition here in City Walk. They added bathrooms in front of the AMC. You can see it has like a little Universal Monsters theme, keeping on theme with this thing right here. And this right here, ooh, I can't wait to see what this looks like. They're installing the Trojan horse from the movie The Odyssey. And it's said to be, I think, like 30 something feet tall. Yeah. Can't wait to see the whole thing installed and presented. It's gonna look cool, I bet. But then we have some very depressing news. In somewhere in mid to late September, this store, Things from Another World, will be closing. Yeah. And it sucks because this was, me personally, this was always one of my like go-to stores here in City Walk. Always have a lot of cool merch and comics and stuff. And now it's gonna be all gone. Rest in peace. And that is also gonna wrap up today's video. If you like what you saw, go ahead and click the like button. If you want to see more content like this, go ahead and click the subscribe button. If you stuck around to the very end of the video, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peak mentioned. Peak mentioned.